versus you. And USA. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there.
Jonathan Taylor.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Go. Hey, here I come.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. That was the safety Taylor wrap right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
Rams, nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as have many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 7-yard
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now the try here for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Man up, D. Like 22, he's coming. Exit, exit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense
what's up,
here
Chase? How you feeling,
for the
bro?
1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Second and 5. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Hell yeah, bro. Shit, how you feeling now?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Tackled at the 20.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
It's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I don't know if you can hear me, but we back, baby. My bad, I was on the phone with my lady, so.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let me know if y'all can hear me. I think y'all can hear me because Shay said something to me earlier. Touchdown, baby.
And
touchdown.
He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Okay, so you
Now
already
line
know,
up to kick the extra
week 16.
point.
This is the Christmas week. Tomorrow is week 17. We're going to play that game at 1 o'clock. It's the Rams and the Packers. It could be a potential matchup for the NFC playoffs.
Who capped it off with a touchdown.
That game yesterday with the Lions and the Rams, hey, let me tell you, that game could possibly be a potential NFC playoff matchup, even possibly an NFC championship matchup. Let me tell you, there are three teams. There are three teams that could possibly make the NFC championship game. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to put Minnesota up in here, even though they were 11-3, 11-4. They could possibly win out at 12-4. I'm not going to put them up in there because you want to know why? You still got the Eagles ahead of them. Well, excuse me, you still got the Rams ahead of them. You still got the Eagles ahead of them. And you still got the Lions ahead of them. And the reason I say, and possibly the Packers, those three teams, and the reason I say those 4 teams, the reason I say those 4 teams because like yesterday, the Lions was the only team I seen all season play these guys play the Rams like they're actually a Super Bowl team. The Rams are undefeated. They're still undefeated, but they beat the Lions yesterday by 4 points, 28-24. They held on at the last minute with a last-minute fumble as time expired. I ain't talking about that. Man, bro, let me tell you, it's all good, bro. I'm letting y'all know, too, when College Football 27 come out, I'm starting an online Dynasty. Since everybody want players and shit inside of the Dynasty and shit, how about we all make an online Dynasty, and you choose a team, you build your team however you want to build your team. I'm going to build my team however I want to build my team. That person build their team however they want to build their team. And we all just come up in it and then just do our thing. But like I was saying, like it could possibly be Rams. Ooh, shit. It could possibly be Rams and Packers, NFC Championship. Rams and Eagles, NFC Championship. Rams and Lions, NFC Championship. Lions and Eagles, or Lions and Packers. Who knows what the NFC Championship game could be?
Because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Seems like he ain't trying to let that ball go.
Nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he picks up about 6.
They got a great quarterback back there, I see.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got to get low when you come through for the blitz.
Ooh. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
What the fuck? I hate that they do that, but Tanner Ross with the sack and the fumble. Why do they kick the ball around?
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
he let that shit go.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Oh, shit. Oh, Aaron Donald with the shoestring tackle, baby. I didn't think he was going to get him. He was kind of far away. He had to dive for that shit. Look at the tackle from Aaron Donald. He's coming across that line. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Rams do win that. I'm about to say national championship because I'm thinking about Washington, the Washington game. Washington and Utah is in the national championship too next Monday.
Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away.
I know y'all like, damn, next Monday. Yeah, you gotta let that anticipation build up. Plus, I got a lot of shit to do between here and now and next Monday, like far as streaming wise. Like,
he's gonna go ahead and field
I still gotta do boxing. I still gotta do NBA. What else? I still got to get baseball together. I still got players to still. I still got players to still create. Like, I got a lot of stuff to do.
Getting set to go now. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line.
Hey, that's one thing I like about C-White. C-White has been playing with Darnell Mason Jr. since fucking middle school, high school, college, now they're in the NFL together, and they play on the MLB, and they play on the Dodgers together. Let me tell you, if this team doesn't build around this duo, and this is the reason I say this, because why? If you take away the running game, you still have a tight end that could possibly block for the quarterback. So if you guys don't, so if the Rams doesn't build around these guys, man, let me tell you,
it's a short one here.
That'll be the biggest mistake that they could have did. Now, when Baltimore, and I hate, and he hates everybody talking about this story.
Doing exactly what he needs to do.
But when Darnell Mason Jr. took Baltimore to the playoffs, almost the NFC Championship, almost the Super Bowl with an 11-5 record, he was the best rookie in the NFL that year. The next thing you know, breaking news, the Ravens are trading Darnell Mason Jr. to the Rams.
So now
a lot of people say the reason they traded him to the Rams is because, for one, Oakland doesn't have a team anymore. So you can't send him to the Oakland Raiders. So what they do, they send him to the Los Angeles Rams because he was already playing with the Oakland A's. They didn't like all that back and forth, and they were saying that it was too much going on inside of the franchise or whatever. But I'm like, listen, Lamar Jackson got hurt week 3. Lamar Jackson got hurt week 3. They were matter of fact, I'm sorry, week 5. They were 0-5. The Ravens were 0-5. Let me tell you, Darnell Mason Jr. came out there and took y'all to an 11-game win streak. Come on, man, 11-game win streak, dog. Like you can't beat that with Vaseline in your palms. If you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this is 3rd and 4.
So I believe, like, just like everybody else believes, they threw that guy to the Wolves. They threw that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they said, okay, 11-5 is great, but we were looking for a Super Bowl this year. And since you couldn't get us there, I'll holler at you. Even though you had a great rookie season, I'll holler at you. Even though you had a great year, I'll holler at you. Even though you came in as a rookie and went on an 11-game win streak, an NFL record, I'll holler at you. Like, come on, man. What type of shit is that? But listen, though, that shit all worked out for the greater good. Not trying to quote the Bible, But they say all things work together for the greater good for those who love God. You know what I'm saying? But all things work together for the greater good of those who love the game of football. Sorry, don't mean to be blasphemous, but listen up. That next year that he got traded to the Rams, what happened? Darnell Mason Jr. won a fucking Super Bowl, and he won a World Series.
For a second there, I
2
thought that
years
might
later,
break big.
he won
Screen
another
pass.
World Series.
Looked like it was coming
Now they're
together.
trying to
Looked
get
like
back
there was
to
an opening.
another
Still,
Super
ended
Bowl.
up with
Like,
a
come
solid
on.
game.
That last catch short
Hell yeah, that's amazing, bro. LA is the land of love for Darnell Mason Jr. You gotta think though, Darnell Mason Jr. was born in California, Inglewood, California, born in the Inglewood Hospital, moved to the East Coast in '96, came back,
A lot to praise on this
a little bit of high school, went back to the
East
East Coast for the rest of his high school year. After all that trouble he was getting into, no need to get into all that. Went to college, got his shit together. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, he's a World Series. He's a four-time Heisman champion.
On the ground.
Four-time Heisman winner. He's a three-time World Series champion. And he has a Super Bowl. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And he has a college World Series too. Like, come on, bro.
For a really nice pickup.
This guy is the definition of winning. If you could compare his career up to any sports figure, like what would you compare that to? 4 Heismans, 1 Super Bowl, 4 Heismans, 1 Super Bowl, 3 World Series, MLB World Series, and a college World Series, and a high school championship in football. Like who can you compare him up to? Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, like Kobe Bryant.
Coming up at halftime,
like,
we'll send
who
you up
could
to
you?
Orlando.
Like that's an illustrious career, bro.
And scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
He got championships.
Eluding the pressure right.
He got championships on every freaking level, my dude.
Taking it in from 4 yards.
Championships on every level, my dude. Like, come on, what's up, like?
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point.
We're going to talk some more about this,
but
too.
His legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Kobe Bryant has 5. Kobe Bryant has 5 rings, right?
Out comes the kicking
And I
team here
think
for the extra point.
2 gold medals. Kobe Bryant has 5 rings, and I think 2 gold medals and 4 high school championships, bro. That's what I'm saying. Kobe Bryant has 5 rings. Okay, LeBron James has what? 4 rings. Okay, LeBron James has 4 rings, 4 high school championships, and I'm not sure how many gold medals.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying like who has ever done all that, but what I'm saying is, as far as winning, like championships and titles, and I apologize. Another one too. He has an offensive rookie of the year, and he has about to get his second MVP. Come on, dog. If you could say already at the age of 29, going into 30, because when January hits, he'll be 30. So by 30, he has all of this. By 30, let me tell you. This man can retire and live out the fruits of his labor, bro.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. 3 yards the game there.
This man can retire and live out the fruits of his labor because he's done so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's done so. Ooh, interception, Bradbury. Oh, nah, that's good. Trayvon Diggs. I can't even see, bro.
It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception.
Oh, no, that's my bad. That's Charles Smith-Wade. My bad.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff,
yeah, I think I'm gonna keep him. I think I'm gonna keep Charles Smith-Wade for next season. Like, just build, like, develop him, get him another Super Bowl possibly. Develop him, and then just trade them off for some draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Eagles were smart, they would do that same shit with Quinyon Mitchell.
Now the extra point try forthcoming.
Quinyon Mitchell already has a Super Bowl in his rookie year. He's a good cornerback. He's a great he's a good cornerback, especially coming out of Toledo. Especially I like Quinyon Mitchell. I really do. But what the Eagles are doing, they're stacking too much up on defense that it's going to cause confusion inside of the locker room next season. I don't know if you noticed, the Eagles, like all their offseason acquisitions, besides Mekhi Lemon and a few other guys in the draft, that shit is all defense, bro. Like, even their all-season acquisitions in free agency, it's all defense. That's cool, but what I'm saying is